Hello, and welcome to the Traders in the Know channel. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Leave comments below. As you can see from the thumbnail intro, it's a look at whether Trump blink part 2 and the impact on financial markets. So did Trump blink, do a U-turn, did he back down? This is a question we asked the last time in part 1 of this video. Trump says he was looking at the US bond market, that people got jittery. So Trump walked the global tariffs back down to 10%, with China being the exception. So the question again is, did Trump blink? The jury is still out on that. But one thing we do know for sure is that China has not blinked. Trump accused China of being disrespectful, so cranked up tariffs to 125%, and China did likewise.
So with this response from China, one thing in all the things that are not clear, one thing is clear, is China's taking a very different approach than basically every other nation.
Absolutely. I mean, say what you want about reciprocal tariffs that are taking place across the world right now. The canary in the coal mine, Kate, is China, not just because of the 104%. Obviously, that is a huge amount, but it's also the fact that American businesses have had such little time to prepare. This is moving very, very quickly.
Yes.
You think about the retaliatory tariffs, 104% in terms of what Trump is slapping China with, 84% in terms of what's happening vice versa. Xi Jinping, his rationale is, listen, we can afford to wait this out. Why can we afford to wait this out? Because Americans rely on China much more than vice versa. It is the American consumers that are going to suffer because America imports essentially 3 to 4 times the amounts of goods from China compared to vice versa. Also, the Chinese have other ways of protecting their economy, including, for example, boosting domestic consumption. That's one way. Also strengthening regional cooperation. That's another way. There is a fear that they're going to flood the EU with more Chinese goods. That's another factor as well. But they know that it is the American consumer that is going to suffer, and they are hoping that that will force Donald Trump to the negotiation table here.
In the video, the financial expert explains that in a US-China trade war, the American consumer will suffer the most. That China will simply wait it out. Leave your comments down below if you agree. However, trying to look on the bright side here are 5 potential benefits to the American financial markets and economy based on the 90-day pause on tariffs. 1. Boost in investor confidence. The 90-day pause on tariffs signaled a de-escalation in trade tensions, which reassured investors and triggered a historic stock market rally. Increased market confidence can lead to more investment and economic activity. 2. Temporary relief for businesses. Lower tariffs on most countries reduce input costs for U.S. manufacturers and importers, improving profit margins and helping companies avoid raising prices for consumers. This could help stabilize inflation and support business growth. 3. Stronger consumer spending. With the stock market soaring, especially in tech-heavy indexes like the Nasdaq, household wealth may increase for investors. The resulting wealth effect can drive higher consumer spending, a key driver of U.S. economic growth. 4. Increased government revenue from Chinese tariffs. Higher tariffs on Chinese imports, now at 125%, may generate more revenue for the federal government in the short term, which could be used to fund domestic programs or reduce deficits, though long-term effects depend on trade dynamics. 5. Renewed leverage in trade negotiations. The tariff pause, combined with selective increases, particularly against China, may give the U.S. more bargaining power in future trade talks. A more favorable trade environment could benefit American exporters and strengthen key industries. The 5 outline possible benefits of Trump's 90-day pause on tariffs only works so far as things remain stable throughout the 90 days. But given how the financial news and landscape changes so fast, no one can keep up. Tariffs have again been cranked up by Donald Trump and now stand at 145%. Cell phones, computers, and a few other technologies were initially, as an afterthought, exempted from tariffs. But then there was a change of mind again, and now they are not. As a new financial week begins, who knows what will happen, but the financial markets hates uncertainty, which means it's going to be bumpy, so hold on to your seats. And there you have it. I hope this video was helpful. Give a thumbs up and hit the notification bell for future videos. Don't forget to leave your comments below. And remember our motto, whether in business or finance, protect yourself at all times.